Hello, grads of 2025 and families. Welcome to today's Here Comes the Week, this February 21st. So, another short one today. I just want to talk about organization. Okay. I think that you would normally be vying for more control of your own life and struggling to have a sense of power and control over things. That's normal for your age. Throw a pandemic in there, and the fact that school looks like nothing we've ever seen before, and we're still not certain what it's going to look like going forward, and things can feel out of control pretty quickly, period. I think we're all probably struggling with routine and systems, and I think probably many of you are not getting enough sleep and are noticing it's hard to feel motivated and keep on track. So I want you to think about ways to feel in control, and I can tell you it's going to free you up so much. It's going to make you seem very mature and trustworthy, which is just a happy byproduct. But more than that, it's going to make your life easier, which is all I care about always, okay? So when it comes to freedom, there's this misunderstanding, kind of worldwide, often, that freedom means the freedom to do anything you want, to have no obligations or worries. That's actually not freedom at all. And in fact, someone much smarter than me, who's famous for speaking about and writing on these very topics, is a man named David Brooks, and I'm happy to say he's Canadian. He's from Toronto, but he writes for the New York Times. And one of his more famous quotations is, "Freedom without structure is its own slavery." That's a pretty strong statement, but it's very true, and you've all experienced it. You know the distress of forgetting a deadline and then being stressed out and painted into a corner trying to make it up, trying to fix it. Or the dread of going in to see your teacher knowing you forgot something, you forgot your homework, you forgot your materials, and it feels awful. And then you are a bit of a slave to the chaos that you create. We've all done it, and I think it's happening more now than ever because we're all having such a hard time sticking to some sort of routine and creating some sort of system. So I've been working towards this a little bit all the way. That's why I wanted you to create your own workspaces. And if you haven't seen that video, go back 2 weeks to the one I made 2 weeks ago today about creating a workspace that meets your needs and that defines you and your personality. If you haven't done that yet, you might want to start there. And then I want you to think about ways you can feel more organized, because it's going to release you to feel freer from stress and discomfort and embarrassment. So technology is incredibly helpful. I don't know what email format you use, but I have learned to pull important emails I need to remember the contents of into my calendar. So 2 or 3 or 4 days later, it will pop up and remind me I need to do something about that situation. I think Teams has lots of opportunity to be organized, and if you haven't checked it out, there's an entire channel dedicated to videos to support you learning how to navigate Teams with some skill. Mr. Van, of course, made those, and they're excellent. Some things I've learned that support my own brain is that I need to see it to remember it. There's a phenomenon called object permanence, and that's the ability to remember something once it's out of sight. I'm not great with that. That's hard for my brain. So the night before I go to work, I pull all the clothes out I intend to wear the next day and I lay them on a chair. So when I wake up in the morning, I remember, oh yes, that's what I'm wearing. And there's a whole decision I don't have to make. If you need to know where your things are and you're challenged, as I am, with losing things, then give things a designated home. And even if it's an extra step to put the thing in the same place every time, do it. And remind yourself that you're probably saving yourself 10 steps later trying to find the thing you can't remember where you put. Okay? So find a home for places that is permanent and do the exact same thing in the exact same place every time. Do things in a routine. Set up a plan so that you don't have to turn your brain on. So your morning routine, if you wake up and you just feel overwhelmed because you think, I don't remember what homework I'm supposed to have, I don't know if I have any clean clothes, I don't know if there's food in the fridge for breakfast, I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to get to the bus. Pre-plan that stuff so your morning brain doesn't have to figure those things out. Have your clothes laid out. Have the bus schedule written down on top of your clothes. Make sure your backpack is already full of what you need. Have a plan for food before you get up. I mean, even if you have to write a checklist of get up, shower, brush my teeth, put my clothes on in that order, any little thing helps, but you've got to create some freedom for yourself. And freedom comes from structure and routine. As boring as it might sound, freedom comes from structure and routine. Make it a habit to come home every day, and before you do anything else, pull your notes out from the day and see, is there anything I need to do tonight, and how long is it going to take? Or make it a habit to check Teams every night at 6 p.m. after you've had a bit of a break from school, and remind yourself, oh yeah, there's that assignment coming up. Whatever it is for you, it's going to have to be personalized. I know everybody says just use an agenda. That doesn't work for everybody. Might not work for you. But what does work for you is your job to figure out. And you're going to have to tweak and play with it all along the way, but do it. Give yourself the freedom to know what you need to do and to know you did get it done. Create some systems for being organized. If you want some help, come and see me in my office. I so enjoy it when you guys drop by. It's so fun to meet with you and chat. So I invite you to do that more and more. And that's it. That's what I have to say. Get organized. Get some support getting organized. Google how to be an organized student. Do whatever you need to do, but come up with systems that work for you, because it's going to give you so much peace of mind. So that's today's video. Course planning. I think we're doing pretty well. I meant to look and see how many of you had gotten your courses in. If you haven't, ask your mom and dad about some of the videos I sent home. If you need any help, you can look at some of those. And also, don't panic. Tomorrow's the deadline, but if you're not done, then we'll figure it out, okay? You're not going to miss out on any opportunities or lose out any classes because you're a day or two late. So I'll help you this week too, okay? That's it. Have a lovely Sunday, and I will see you this week. Bye.